How do you know when a healthy sexual desire turned into lust? Now, this is one of the questions we really need to understand even as a believer. It is first normal to just feel attracted to someone. It is part of your wirings. It's part of how God created you. The Lord put desire in your heart. I hope you're getting me now. Now, how do you now know when that healthy sexual desire turned into lust? For example, that you see a lady walking by and then you look at and you have that kind of desire. It's not first a sin. The moment you now begins to ponder, you now begins to think, you now begins to go astray in your mind, it becomes a sin. That you have a sexual desire does not make you a sinner. But when it becomes abused, it turns into lust. Now, what do I mean by this? If you see a man or a female who does not have a sexual desire at all, he said, since I was born, I don't even have a sexual desire. I've never desired a sexual desire with anybody. That person either means a spiritual deliverance section or probably need an health attention, a checkup and some medical attention, either of the two. So having a sexual desire and all of that is first normal, but when it becomes abusive is what we call lust. How do you now differentiate between your healthy sexual desire and lust? This is one of the question I'm going to be answering in this particular video. So I want to encourage you to like, share, and comment. Share, it's going to help those who are in need of this video. Thank you. First thing you need to know is that sexual desire is not first a sin. When it becomes abusive, it becomes lust. And what the Bible taught us to fight is not sexual desire. An husband and wife, you need to sexual desire before you must be attracted to somebody you are in a relationship with, and like that. So if there's no any attraction, there is no any desire, there's no any we are not sure if you are a human being. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that how do you now differentiate? How do we separate that kind of a pure healthy sexual desire from what we call lust? The first thing I'm going to be giving us four major pointers that will help you to identify if what you are going through is still a pure sexual desire or your heart has been galvanized with the spirit of lust. The first thing I'm going to be telling you about is what we call obsession. Now, what is obsession? Obsession is actually when you can't stop thinking about something. Now, it's normal to have a healthy sexual desire, but when it now becomes obsession, you couldn't take your mind off it anymore. You just feel like being with the sister. You just feel like, can I just have a moment with the guy? Let's just be alone in a place and just call kiss. And just at that point, it's become obsession. It's no more a pure desire. It has become obsession, eating you up from within. At that point of time, it has changed from your healthy sexual desire to what we call lust. I'm going to give an example of this from the scripture. And one of the examples is seen in the life of Samson in the book of Judges chapter 16. You can see how Samson switched from just healthy sexual desire to what we call lust. Samson and Delilah. The obsession was so much to the point of where Samson said, I delight in her, for she pleased me. They warned Samson, warned him, rebuked him, telling there are many other ladies. He didn't listen. You know why? Because what attracts Samson are just the facial look, are just the beauty, are just the she pleases me. There is a kind of pleasure Samson is receiving from her, and Samson feel like no. At that point when you see everybody warning you, and then you feel your desire is drawing you, your will is no more capable to restrain you. You are obsessed. At that point, you need to be careful. Lust is knocking at your door. So, how do you know when your pure and healthy sexual desire starts becoming lust, turning into lust.